drum nerds and drum nerdesses. Here we go. So before we crack on to this Neil Peart solo, a little bit of a caveat here. He, if I'm not mistaken, in the 90s, which this is done in, it's kind of a Buddy Rich memorial concert tribute style sort of thing. So there was multiple different drummers that went up that night, but I think it was reserved. The headliner was Neil Peart. And when you've got somebody who's kind of math rock, prog, you know what Rush is, okay? If you don't, it's a very, very heavy, it's just a really dense, amazingly huge bit of music there. It's a much different side of the field, though, is my point, than jazz, specifically big band jazz, which Buddy was a big player in. And so it's a pretty big honor to be taking somebody from that side of the field to front and headline something here. That's why this man is called the Professor, because Neil Peart is just, well, we know who he was, an absolute legend. So there we go. I'll get right into this. If you're new to the channel, join, subscribe, be a drum nerd and a drum nerdess. I'm going to start the video in a second so we can crack on. Somebody has been, or some people have been saying swing. It's more like swing on my Gene video than jazz. Swing is jazz. Jazz is an encompassing genre, but there's about, I don't have my dissertation to hand, but there's about 27 or 30, probably more at this point, kind of subset micro genres within jazz. There's many different things, right? So acid jazz and swing jazz are not the same, but they are the same in that they are all jazz, okay? So swing is not jazz. Swing is very much jazz. Big band swing is just that, which Buddy is a big fan of. So, crack on. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry, but could you imagine the pressure on that man's shoulders coming in? I think he's leading Buddy's actual big band. The pressure must be unreal, but he's up for it, no doubt. Oh, look at that, he's got no pull rod there. So he's obviously got those hats really quite high up, and that pull rod's very hidden underneath that. Yeah, pointless nerdiness there. He's actually even dressed up like Buddy Rich. He's even like sitting like Buddy Rich. He's kind of taken on Buddy Rich and just done it. And on the first value, you could be saying like, that's a really heavy backbeat on that snare and the bass drum's not feathered. That's not jazz. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking if Neil's put something there, it's supposed to be there. So I'm pretty sure he's doing that purposefully with intent. He's very stylistic. He's stylistically aware. Ooh! Oh, that tom. Oh, this is great. Ooh, that was naughty. So again, what I will say, and I'm gonna, because I've been told, oh my god, don't pause so much. Well, you do your YouTube channel how you want to do yours, but there's almost, if any, no molar technique on his right hand there on the ride, and that's not a criticism. But you can notice this is a learning time. This is a teachable moment. Is he's very much just driving that from his fingers, his wrist. There is no molar whip there, which would have given him that free additional stroke. But he's got such a driving force, he can make that happen with his hands. Just incredible to see how things like this can be done without certain implements being put in there. You know, people could say like, oh, well, you have to have molar whip to get jazz swung properly, kind of thing. And to a degree, you can look at a puritanical aspect of it, but then you could look at a practical aspect of it and say, well, that's looking and sounding just fine. Awesome. Oh, here's a build. Oh, those stabs are excellent. Oh. Woo. Ah. Oh. Oh, it's dangerous. Here's coming the ending or a solo. You can hear it, you can feel it. Woo! Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh! Look, I don't want to jump in this too much. I got it, but it looks like it'll go on, so I got to jump in to save forgetting things. But you notice he came in that trad grip, and then randomly he was matched. So he swapped that out pretty damn quick, which is a huge skill in itself during the solo. And then he took off the snares, which is another crazy thing. And he was definitely doing some hat tipping to Buddy there, but also some very evidently not stylistically jazz fills and stuff. It's just crazy. Oh, okay, here we go. See, he's brought in a section of the solo that he does in his own stuff. Oh, that's one of the sections of his thing, Anatomy of a Drum Solo. That's why the crowd is. Oh. Ooh. Snares back on. Woo, here we go. This was a buddy thing too. Or at least coming to the side. Woo. Oh, come on. Oh, the dynamic control on that. Oop. You can do it again? Do it again? There we go. Snares off. Nope. Woo! Oh, come on. Oh. There we go. There we go. That's what we need. Whoa. Oh. You couldn't even fit a slice of paper in between that callback. It like that's. Ugh. Oh. Oh, that was a great fill. Oh, man, that was a bold move. Right, now, I mean, you're going to catch that stick or you're not going to catch that stick. I don't really think it matters much if you don't, but he did, if I'm not mistaken. So, well, that was like a fine 1940s bottle of wine for my ears and eyes, wasn't it? That was wonderful. Well, you've made it to the end, so thank you for that. I'm not going to keep you around if you got stuff to do. I got a life to live, and so do you. But what a crazy experience that just was. I think I've seen it once, maybe 10 years ago. It was crazy, though. He had jazz fills and jazz tipping and some buddy stuff, as in specifically Buddy Rich fingerprint style stuff. He had specific Neil Peart and kind of prog rock fills and fingerprints in there. I mean, again, if you really just want to look at this, and I'm not trying to dog on anybody here, but you're looking at the greatest drummer of this new generation, i.e. Neil Peart, fronting the big band and paying homage to the greatest jazz drummer, arguably, of that generation. And again, you can look at it like this is Neil fronting for that. I haven't seen a jazzer come forward to front for Neil. And I'm not saying that's not possible. I don't want to make any contention in all this, but that shows the level of who this guy was as a player, that Neil went over to that side. And I'm not saying that jazzers can't come over to this side, because they absolutely can, but such the magnitude of this is incredible. It's unreal. It really speaks volumes for who Neil was as a person and a player, no doubt. Because he could be this as a player, but if he's an absolute, you know, then he probably wouldn't really get the front, you know. But saying that, Buddy Rich was a pretty thorny, prickly dude, apparently, which I find hilarious. He had some nice digs on Dusty Springfield that I thoroughly enjoy. But don't come down on me, Mrs. Dusty Springfield fans, I know. But there we go. I'm just blown away by this. So thanks for stepping in, checking out the video. I hope you have a great Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. If you're new to the channel, again, definitely like and subscribe. It really does help out, as you know, because this is YouTube, and we all know what YouTube is. This is a big video. My apologies. I'm going to sign off now. I've just seen that this is a 16-minute video. My retention is going to be awful. Right. Thanks again, and stay safe. Keep your stick on the ice.